Austin Police Department, case number 17-800-2267. This involves theft, the kidnapping of my dog, and filing a false police report. I had filed this police report, I think, within 24 hours or the next day after this incident happened. And the detective on this, again, so I'm calling you out, Robin Denton. I've left you messages. Not recently, but I've left you messages. Earlier this year I did. Even if you think I'm crazy, like one of the other, like so many other police officers, that doesn't mean you don't respond to a police report being filed. You still call the person back. And I got 0 phone calls back. I got 0 response. It's the more important thing about this case. Those are important things by themselves. What's also important about this case is that these people did not pick on me or did not do this as a coincidence. Technically, it is possible, because I am a rational thinking human being, that this happened completely independent of the other nonsense that's been going on in my life. More than likely, these incidents that happened, most of them probably have a relationship to what was going on. It already made me think that my dog was getting like taken and then dropped onto my outside patio. Like someone put him over like the edging, and like he'd jump onto the chair and then jump off. Like he had inertia to it. And sometimes I come around the corner in the hallway and I'd see Max going, and then somebody walking by, or sometimes not somebody walking by. But they made me think. Also, Gavin had, the apartment manager, had given me my keys back at one point in time. I had not left my keys anywhere. They were taken from my apartment. So already I was kind of like slightly suspicious of him, and perhaps read into like his like odd behavior as like he was in on it. But I held off from like accusing him or thinking anything of the sort. But he'd been acting a little bit weird around me, obviously perhaps because of the crazy nonsense that was going on around me. But I didn't want to seem overly paranoid. I didn't want to jump to conclusions, because technically he might not have known anything that was going on. And I truly thought that. But there were some red flags. So one time Max was taken from the apartment, and like in the middle of the day, and I'm like, what's going on? And the maintenance guy was doing some digging over there, and I had grabbed a pickaxe, because there were some 3 shovels and a pickaxe that like shouldn't have been moved, but they got moved anyway because I couldn't be that micromanaging of the movers, and I don't really give a shit. It's an old pickaxe. I had no use for it. I was gonna let the maintenance guy have it. But then Max is stolen, right? Or kidnapped. And so then I walk around the building. So, when I got back to my apartment, I just did a circle around the building. I saw the maintenance guy, and he saw me. And I didn't give him the pickaxe because I was too busy thinking about Max. So I get back there, Max is there. And then, I don't know if I was holding a Dr. Pepper can or not. It was almost empty. Gavin comes running up to me, overacting, like, Kip, what are you doing? As if I was wielding the axe around. And again, it's not an axe like you would see in a horror story. It's just like it's a pickaxe. It's an old pickaxe. I thought the guy could have maybe used it over there. I had no use for it. Doesn't matter. I wasn't wielding it around. There was nobody outside. It was surprisingly very calm. I mean, it was surprisingly very quiet. There was no one outside, and there was no one even on the patios. And I wasn't like wielding around like, "Where's my dog?" I wasn't doing that. I just simply walked around the building, and then I put the axe down on the edge of the patio. And then Gavin runs up and he's like, "What are you doing?" I think I still had the axe in my hand at the time. And I was so frustrated at that point. I knew he was in on it. I just knew it. Now, technically, I didn't know it, but I was like, at that point, I was like, "You're acting weird. You're acting like, why are you running up to me as if I just killed someone?" And then I just like, I've never thrown a drink on anyone in my entire life, and I'm so embarrassed for this. But like, I flung what was little left of my Dr. Pepper, the Diet Dr. Pepper, at him. So he might have gotten a little bit of spray. Again, it was almost empty. I'm still embarrassed about it. I still admit wrongdoing about that. But I put my pickaxe down on the edge of the thing, and I walked inside, and I was like, "Ugh." And I didn't say anything else to him. He was like acting all angry and surprised. He's like, and then he took my pickaxe while I was walking in, and he broke some of my pottery. I don't know which one. It wasn't important. I had a whole bunch of empty pots stacked up and shit. I heard a pot breaking. And then I went to my bedroom, and I was holding Max, I believe. And then I look out my window, and the same maintenance guy, the white guy that's like 45 years old roughly, I think. And and Gavin's the short white guy, he's the itty bitty white guy, blonde guy. They were like high-fiving, and they were laughing. They're like, ha ha, like, ha ha, like we got him. And I'm like, this is seconds after I just saw him. So that was obviously like a prank, you know, gone too far, but like a successful prank that got pulled off. And they lied in a police report, and I got a police officer or a sheriff officer, not sure which, at my doorstep the next day, I believe. I filed my police report either the same day or like later that night or earlier the next morning. I got zero response. Detective Robin Denton and other people at the Austin Police Department, I got zero calls back. Even when I followed up with Robin Denton later, after I went to jail again and got out, by email and by phone call, I still didn't get a call back. And I believe it's because like there's all these crazy police reports, and it's like, Detective Denton, you should charge Gavin and the maintenance guy and or anyone else involved as appropriate. You should charge them with vandalism, theft of my pickaxe, kidnapping my dog, and filing a false police report. Again, I don't care about the pickaxe. I didn't steal a pickaxe from the maintenance garage as the Grove would like you to think. But they stole my pickaxe. I don't give a shit about the pickaxe, but they should be charged with theft because they were trying to get me charged with theft. You need to follow up on this. They filed a false police report. They kidnapped my dog. They vandalized my property, and they stole property from me. That's important on its own. What I find disturbing is that they get a next day response. And again, they did that to make me look even crazier. Which is sad to say that like that means you don't get a response from the Austin Police Department. So crazy people and drug addicts, neither of which I am, don't get response from the Austin Police Department and don't get help when they're less likely to file a report anyway. You should be ashamed of yourselves. But I guess that's it.